Got me a car, and it was mine. I loved it, and I miss that car. But I lost control of it, and I recovered it apparently, and then I lost control of it again, and I slid. I was in the far left lane. I slid over a lane, up a driveway, and into a tree. If I wouldn't have hit that tree, then I would have flipped upside down and probably drowned because it'd been raining that day. But God held his hand over me, put this tree in front of me, and I wrapped my car around it. Gavin was knocked out, but he woke up, and when he woke up, I was unconscious laying over kind of on him, and when he nudged me, I started like snoring and whatnot, and he got scared and called 911, and they get there, or the firefighters get there at 11:57 p.m., get me out of the car and everything, and I think I was at the hospital by 12:05. I'm not too sure. My mom was telling me the times and everything, but that was quite a bit ago. And I spent, I think, a week in a coma. I knocked myself out and spent a week in a coma. And that's a very long story, so I'm not going to go too much into depth with that. But I should have died. Gavin should have died. There's one reason why we're alive, and that is God. I knew that kid for most of my life, man. He was friends with my little brother. I think he was in the same grade as me or the grade under. But he was a good guy, man. I think he was a year younger than me, but I think maybe because of birthdays. He was a good guy. Him, like me, and everybody else that ever lives, everybody messes up and makes mistakes. And me and him have both done that. And unfortunately, one of his mess ups, the stress between that and a relationship and having a baby. I believe he thought he was having a baby at the time with his girlfriend, and just the stress of losing it a few times and just everything. I'm assuming, I don't know these for facts, but because I haven't really talked too much to people about it because it's a touchy subject and everything, but because of that and just all the stress, he decided that, unfortunately, that he would take his own life, which is very, very unfortunate. Heaven definitely gained another angel. I don't. That's one thing for sure. He was, when you talked about it, he did seem like he was strong in his faith. He didn't go to church all the time and everything. He would if he had somebody to go with, but that's a lot of people. But you just gotta have faith. I'm sitting in my car right now. It's not even paid off. I still owe a little over 4,000. Well, a lot over 4,000 on it, and I drove it like a dumbass, like I had some kind of racing license or some shit, and blew the engine. I ran it out of oil and blew the engine. I would say in my defense, I was going to change my mom's oil that day, or my oil at my mom's house that day, because we have a garage here, or she has a garage there. I was living in Fort Prince at the time, and sorry, I really need to get used to staring at the camera, but I was going to change the oil that day, but on the way here, I ran out of oil, had to have it AAA here, and then I replaced the spark plugs, the oil, changed the oil, put a new oil filter on it, and the air filter, whatever it's called, and decided I would drive it a little bit to keep the battery charged because I don't want it to die, because I think that it's not good on your battery to keep dying. I do know that. So I pull it back up into my driveway, and it's knocking, like it's just pop, 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 pop. I'll probably post that video just because I call it the last 13 seconds of my car's life, because it is. I get out and I'm recording it. I shut the hood, and as soon as I shut the hood, and I don't even let it slam, I just kind of drop it to where I know it's going to shut, and it just dies. And that's the last time my car is turned over. But I'm hopefully gonna have 2 jobs here soon, which I say hopefully, but and I keep saying that I'm gonna get these jobs because God's gonna look out for me. I know He's going to. I'm trying my hardest. I hope He sees that, and I know He does. And I hope it's as hard as He wants me to try because I can't think. I'm trying so hard, and another stressor is just my 2 kids and the child support. And it's not that I don't want it piling up, which no, I don't. Because when it piles up, it gets too far behind or whatever, you can go to jail and stuff. And I don't want to go to jail because if I go to jail, it's just going to add up even more. I'm going to owe that much more child support. And it's just, I'm waiting for 2 places, Rural King and Walmart, to get back with my background checks. And I'll be a night stalker at the neighborhood Walmart down the street from my house and the Rural King by my house. And I don't want to work 2 jobs. I really don't, but I will. I don't have a choice. Gotta set examples. Just because God gives you something, you can't say, well, I got this, but I don't need it. God gives you it. God very rarely, I believe, gives you more than you need. He gives you what you need, and what you do with it is up to you. He doesn't give you what you need infinitesimal times. He's not going to give it to you, you mess up, and then give it to you again. That's not how it works. That's not how you learn a lesson. But I had to get that off my chest. And it's just the point of my first blog that I wanted to post was just really tell you guys and whoever watches my videos in this video that the point of my vlogs is to show you guys what I'm going through. I think it's fun. I enjoy doing this. I'm not going to stop. I like it. And also, I'll be taking lots of videos with and of my kids, and I want these are the memories I want. I want these memories for the rest of my life. I don't want to forget these. Because of my car wreck and everything, I'm scared that I'm going to get Alzheimer's earlier because it's a proven fact, and they've done a bunch of statistics and stuff, and I looked it up, and I'm probably making myself paranoid about it. But people with the type of brain injuries that I got, or as traumatic or whatever, have a higher risk of getting Alzheimer's earlier. And I'm terrified of losing the memory of my children, and I want to be able to see it and have these memories forever. Because you forget things. That's how it happens. But also, I'm trying to think of something to say whenever I start my videos and what to say afterwards. But all I can really think of, which I'm probably gonna keep because I like it. Stay faithful, stay in your faith, and keep growing in your faith.